We're at the home of the Spurs, a fortress of basketball known as the AT&T Center here in San Antonio, Texas. A little something to brighten your Monday morning. And good Monday morning to all of you. It's time for the NBA on 2K Sports. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. They've got Joe Dumars and Hunter. And for the Spurs, we've got Dominique Wilkins and Robinson. Playing against the West, no vacation for the Pistons last year.
Just 9 up and 21 down against teams from the Western Conference, Kevin. And the Pistons took major lumps when they went west.
Now here's Johnson. Blocked. Now the Pistons with it. Here's the break. And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has some info for us. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kevin, as you know, the Spurs got off to a slow start last season, and that's something we had seen from them before. But according to Coach Greg Popovich, this time it was a little bit different. He pointed to the adjustment of teaching new players the system, saying, "We lost a bit more corporate knowledge than I had thought. It's taken more time than I expected to get everybody back on the same page. And guys, as the Spurs continue to refresh the deck, that's going to continue to be a challenge for them."
Doris, thank you for that.
You know, it's never easy when you have a bunch of older vets mixed in with a bunch of first and second year guys. That dynamic is a real challenge for a team.
Now Dumars. Dominique Wilkins missing from long range. Hunter, he's guarded by Johnson. Here's Ratliff. Robinson pulls it in. Pistons on D. The 10-footer. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And here are the Pistons now. 19 wins against the East for the Spurs last season.
You know, that's actually up 1 from the season before, Kevin, when they had 18 and a better overall record. So a very similar performance year to year for the San Antonio Spurs.
Now here's Johnson. After Grant Hill misses. And yep, that falls, and the foul is called. We'll see him shoot one from the free throw line.
Pistons foul. First personal foul, team Spurs.
The Spurs making a switch here.
At the line of finish.
And no problem at the line here for the three-point play. And I guess that is part of what you were saying earlier. It's not like the Spurs were different in 09 or 2010. The change in record was only 4 less wins.
Yeah, but when you look at the race and how tight it was in the Western Conference, 4 wins could move you from the 3 seed to the 7. I mean, they were graped up. I mean, like a cluster of grapes in that Western Conference as we came down towards the end of the season.
You can't even relax even one game.
Every game carries significant weight in the West. He drew the D in and then kicked it out to the open man.
And here are the Pistons now. It's Dumars on the wing. All alone, drops it in. Here's Johnson. 21 seconds left in the first quarter. With 1 on the clock, and another basket for San Antonio.
You got to be on point against this guy. If you sleep or relax, one bad move and he'll make you pay.
Some great action here as the first quarter concludes. Spurs out in front. They lead by a bucket.
They're making the extra pass and finding guys for open look. I love the discipline they've shown.
And it's a tight game as the second quarter gets going. And here are the Pistons now. Trailing by 2. We've got Dominique Wilkins. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Hill. Hits it, and with the blocking foul, he'll have a chance for one more.
You know, there aren't many players who won't finish that close to the hoop.
At the line for the Pistons, Grant Hill.
No good, and they don't get the three-point play.
It had to feel good for the Spurs to take out the Mavs in the first round last year in the playoffs, considering how much they don't really care for one another.
Here's Johnson. 5 points in the game. Here's Maxwell. He's off from 3.
You know, the defense sagged off on him, but he still wasn't able to drop the 3. He won't get too many good looks like that.
Johnson against Dumars. Dumps it off. Five to shoot. 4 on the clock. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there. With that Mavs series in mind, Clark, there really is tension when these two teams get together.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, with the clash in styles. They just made for terrific TV and theater in my mind.
Johnson, the pass to Wilkins. Back to Johnson. Arcs it high. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
That's his first personal foul. Second team. Johnson taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And the Spurs making a change here. He hits the second from the line. And it's the Pistons with the ball. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Pass to Hill. Hunter is guarded by Johnson. Hill inside.
The D was lurking on that one, and it was just enough to throw off the shot. Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
That was a great replay on the Sprite Slam Cam. And it's the Pistons with the ball. They trail by 1. Oh! Rips it down.
Boy, he can produce some rim rattlers, Kevin. This guy can fly.
Well, the whole building, Clark, knows what's going to happen when he goes up. San Antonio trailing here.
They'd be smart to hold it now for the last shot.
Here's Johnson. And that's off as he tries to beat the buzzer. And the first half is now in the books.
Looking at the game Grant Hill has been having, he's got 5 points and 1 rebound.
Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports.
Leave it to the NBA to keep Mondays from getting you down. Hello, everybody. I'm Damon Bruce. This is your HP Halftime Report. The Pistons are going all out to stay in it. They've been getting good looks inside and knocking them down. Phenomenal efficiency. A productive first half for Joe Dumars. They've also seen some solid numbers out of Grant Hill. And for San Antonio, they're looking good in their own right. Precision ball movement, they made some fantastic passes. The human highlight reel certainly playing well so far. Lighten up that scoreboard, he's making it ring like a pinball machine. And we'll see you next time. Second half about to get underway in San Antonio. So long, basketball fans.
All right, fans, it's time for second half basketball.
The second half beginning, it's been a close one. Neither team has been able to get an edge. And it's the Pistons with the ball. They lead by 1. For years, this Pistons team stayed remarkably injury-free, but Clark, last year, their luck certainly changed.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, Lady Luck can be very fickle and unpredictable, and injuries, when they show up, sometimes it happens in bunches, and there's not much a team can do about it other than try to work through it.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doug Collins. We've got Hill and Dumars. Johnson outside. Pass to Wilkins. It's blocked. Dives for it. From the wing. Again, Wilkins missing. You talk about the Pistons' injury woes. You know, they were suffering, it seemed like, a lot of sprained ankles.
Well, it's weird. Sometimes the injuries just attack a certain part of the body, and the head trainer even outlawed a certain type of lightweight shoe that many players wear, and saying that it didn't provide enough support. So you try to attack it from all angles.
Clock at 4. Dumars. Up high and down hard.
It's a cameraman's dream when he's going up for the slam. Poster time.
Yeah, there are few guys like him in this league. What an athlete. Here's Johnson. He has 6. 57 seconds left in the third. Behind the arc. Cannot hit. Pistons go the other way with the ball. Goes up. And the basket by Hill. Hill's got 7.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Johnson outside. Back to Wilkins. The 3. Wilkins with another miss.
An outstanding pick there, and he still couldn't get the basket. Next time he gets to look that good, he's got to make it count.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Dumars. 6 points for him. Outside Hill. Defended by Wilkins. 2 on the clock. Kept alive. Here's Ratliff. And good. They can burn a second chance.
Snares the offensive rebound and sends it home.
Now here's Johnson. The shot is up. And the third quarter is over, and a good finish looks to be in store for all of us.
Looking at the game Grant Hill has been having, 7 points, and he's still working hard for those rebounds.
Pistons lead by 7. As the fourth quarter gets rolling, let's check out our Sprite Spark of the game, presented by Sprite. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, our spark of the game in this one, the stretch by the Pistons. They are rolling, guys. They're making plays at both ends of the floor, making their move.
Great, Doris. That big scoring run being a difference maker, Clark, in this game.
Well, it often comes in spurts, Kevin. Spurtability is what I call it, and that's what happened today.
Here's Johnson. Dominic Wilkins out there with Purdue. That's the San Antonio 5. From about 19 feet, banks it home.
He got the ball inside, and when the D closed in, he just kicked it out to the open man. Simple, but beautiful.
Outside Hill. Dumars with it. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
Sinks the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Perfect from the line, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. He drained them all to raise the lead.
And it's the Spurs with the ball. 7-point differential. Here's Wilkins. Connects on the baseline jumper. And here are the Pistons now, leading by 5. Outside Hill. Clock at 4. A second left. Good as the jump shot falls.
He's put the team on his shoulders and really carried them offensively. An amazing performance by that man.
Outside Wilkins. Ooh, tried to cram it home, but drew the foul, and he'll have to earn him at the line.
Good foul. You can't let him get that easy dunk, especially since he struggles at the line.
At the line for the Spurs.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. And the Spurs making a change here. And he makes both free throws.
2 big free throws to cut into that lead. Now they need to get back and play some solid D.
And here are the Pistons now. Hunter, who's guarded by Johnson. Pass to Hill. He dishes it. Here's Thorpe. The Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Healthy lead, and with smart play the rest of the way, they should be able to win this. Kevin, not much they can do right now. Time is not on their side.
Takes it up. Johnson's shot is off. And so the Pistons can now just hold out of the ball. Fires the three. It's off. And so the Pistons take the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke and the whole crew and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan Brand Player of the Game.